Nice. Nice.
Amphorius, the Eternal Land.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion, too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Yeah! Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Taikian Stadium has been repaired.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those...
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means? Who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Pentaconians never gonna dream in?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shit.
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at ID?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this?
We've been through this. Besides,
You certainly don't have much of one if you can break.
yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, when you were at your wits'...
Okay, I don't understand. Did they make you a deal?
Regrettably...
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due, so why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
there's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder is one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I need... Mr. 1 Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after-echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes. No consumption of food except for burgers. What? No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't...
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
A day of peaceful repose. A day of peaceful repose.
Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now? I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dream Leaders. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now? Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps the Dream Jolt troupe wear. Are they hiding or something? Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from it.
Just one moment. Ugh. I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just... Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule? They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look!
It's of no consequence.
Again?
Spend freely.
Fangs and claws got dull?
Destined for oblivion.
Seek and you shall receive. Serenity is before me.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
That won't do.
Watch your head.
You need to get stronger.
Sure, I'll play along.
Fangs and claws got dull? The fearless goes not fast!
I've heard the call. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Another journey begins.
All in.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Again?
Hedge your bets.
In this mortal form. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
No dirty. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Too slow.
It's on me.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate! I won't do.
That's half the work. Still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just
Perhaps making...
Aren't the rules being
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too. What I see now, after self-reflection, is not an illusion. What I see now, after self-reflection, is not an illusion. A day of peaceful repose.
Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
Do not discard trash. This is
Children tend to be fascinated by...
Forget it. I don't even know how to jump. Something's happening. Huh. What is this?
Enough. The location of the destroyer.
Oh, there it is.
Time for it to disappear.
Reveal thyself unto...
Whoa, it worked.
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure. What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now. We should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
That was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him, but be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days. Come now, it's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any danger.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power. Answer me. What are you doing here?
Looks like there's only one way to gain your... Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But, until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew...
Come with me. We'll go.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be...
We're here. They should be...
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case...
doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
Passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms? I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason. I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination. Could there be more to it? Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror. It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord. That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by. So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home? Looks like this is one exceptional passenger.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself. forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Ting-Yoon for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Ting-Yoons right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who's this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Everyone, stay calm. I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak. Pleased to meet you, fair...
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon.
Let's leave this...
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yoons aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
Miss March 7th.
It's
me! I'm the one who wants everything you to come together. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? I know, we can't leave the dreams.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home.
Yes, more specific.
The Law Fu. Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Law Fu some...
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the Eye of...
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting-Yuns here.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone? If we really want to...
She makes a valid point.
You sure have a way of not offending.
These three Ting-Yuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion.
So, what do you
Let's try a different name.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a...
The problem with Miss Ting-Yun is just in other words.
Okay... You just made it sound...
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the Dreamscape. The only problem is that these Miss Ting...
One that we can speak with, but it may take me a while to identify her.
Become part of the family. Raise a glass and enjoy feasts fit for a king.
Here's the pelican. Yikes! Huh? You... I'll take you next...
Nah, I think she's...
Even if that's...
Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking for...
Found her!
It's nothing special, really.
gotta meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Ting-Yun hostage...
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so... sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Ting-Yun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look! It's working!
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Ting-Yun! You're finally back! You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Don't be afraid. What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing.
You're not alone.
Who... and... Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead? Not yet time to return. That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support...
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on.
You're still trying. There's no precedent.
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could... Can they... This girl is...
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again. Who's talking to me? These
are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and...
The destruction? Please, who...
I can't go to you. All I can...
You want me to go through here? Do I...
There's no need for that. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait! Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Sure, I'll play along.
That won't do. Never hesitate! Trap!
Seek and you shall receive.
Too slow.
Not this time. Have we met? Dream vanished.
The fearless knows not fear.
Watch your head.
In this mortal form, I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
No, that's better.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Cloud scatter.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me.
Show me what you can do. Never hesitate! Too slow.
No holding back. Unite our goals.
Hedge your bets.
Fangs and claws. That won't do.
Let's seize this fine moment. Dream vanished. Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Let us dance once more. Let's seize this fine moment. Share good fortunes.
Spend freely.
I venture forth to forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Watch your head.
The fearless knows not fear. Trap!
Heard the call. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Never hesitate! I venture forth to forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
Too slow.
Have we met? Cloud scatter.
Sure, I'll play along. It's on me.
Not this time.
Watch your head.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
No holding back. Dream vanished.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Dreams of a past life are... Let us dance once more.
Seek and you shall receive.
Have we met?
Hedge.
How can it be? Why are there still... The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side. Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug-of-war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, These wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
Become part of the family. Raise a glass and enjoy feast fit for a king.
Once again, another movement of these has passed golden hour by. And that concludes the news. I wish you all safe and sound sleep.
The tuning rebounded.
I suppose there's no point. Miss Ting-Yun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Ting-Yun back home. We made a stop in Penacony.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I...
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt.
That's fine. We should find another...
So glad again.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must...
It was nothing. Now that...
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so I'll leave Miss Ting-Yun.
Huh? But...
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any
Okay, we better... This is ridiculous! How come I keep bumping into colleagues? Shall we keep going then? Did you forget already? As if a No,
I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left.
Where are you planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
How come I keep bumping into
Welcome. How can I...
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse.
First we have Lady Fu Xuan of the Divinity.
Did you pick that because of her third?
Meticulous next is... Come to Clock Studios theme. Finally, we have Lady...
Both wings and...
That's a good idea. That's all of them. Thanks to both your help.
Why don't we pay another visit?
A souvenir for my... But...
Everything you want.
This is a good spot.
Miss Ting Yoon? What's this about?
You've looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank you enough. But there are some things I find difficult to forget. I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways. Do you too still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Exactly. And that's precise. When I asked for your names, I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you. I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while.
But it was that thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it. That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall? That's just the nature of the Foxians. It's widely known that mystery is the key to our allure. So, what did she seem like? I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next. Was there anything
Hey, no tattling!
in your eyes?
Wait, don't you find that...
Miss March, you...
Huh?
As a merchant, staying well-informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in it...
We wouldn't have...
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning. Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days. I regret missing out on your Xianzhou journey. But everything that Fantilia had stolen a piece of my life. But after thinking it over, The only thing that thought has brought me great comfort. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, and now I will reclaim. Dear benefactors, looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like that, and you, my dear benefactors, will be—
Miss Ting-Yoon, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions.
We'll see. I just hope the Ting-Yoon in your memories won't be tainted. All right, no more questions.
A dream about eons?
Welcome to the dreamscape.
We're looking for some dream—
Just a friendly reminder, being too picky won't help you find the best dreams. Just to dampen your spirits ahead of time.
That didn't seem like a...
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit. But why did you do those unnecessary things?
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence.
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as man. I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either. We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
Yes. But before we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why
the sudden interest?
I always had a feeling that at this very moment to trailblaze means...
That's not what I...
And because of that...
Not all journey. You can think of it, the goal of my trailblaze, in my homeland, the name Welt means world. This is my way of the
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a... I also know that there was never a third person.
I told you he'd
Since you already know 1 week, let's go.
Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
All or nothing. Just don't abandon your principles.
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is...
Don't worry. I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains when I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop. Have you ever seen the elderly at the end of their lives? As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. But humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again. I will say goodbye, here, to the me of yesterday. I really hate this face. My expressions feels...
I see. That explains why something always felt off about the halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony. It's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away. While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely...
Why?
I am a fugitive, after all. I must remove any chance of... Another reason is... This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony, and the order, and... For the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with. It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap. The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun also divided my... fragile...
Are you saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising, given...
You could say he's another... I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned... What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself. So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss... And this also means that one... Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. But who's to say there won't be any...
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a wit. I'll be waiting for you in the audience.
Much appreciated. Now, anticipating this possibility, you've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey, where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person. I truly dislike you. What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or my fondness. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself. Besides discipline and hesitation, there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become... I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold... As for the harmony, my stance remains the same. Whether it's you or the paths, if what I want's down, then this time, my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you.
What is this? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the express? Or...
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve... You see? I'm already starting. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living. But what if you can't? Well, that's out of my hands. The person who always disappoints his sister. Is just another name for flying. That's why I rejoice at my broken wings. Step into the mortal world to see how it truly is. Then, be born as a... human, and die as one. And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky. On the planet of festivities, it's not the gods who are us, but ourselves from the future. I don't have much to say, but as it's time to part ways, here... When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all... Never mind. Maybe. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always... Planet of festivities, land of the dreams. I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage!
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Hedge your bets. It's on me.
Echoes of the past, you need not fade away. Follow me to the stars!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Disorderly noise!
Free will, or was it fate?
No dirty. Watch your head.
The noise is fading!
You need to get stronger.
No dirt. Oh!
Fangs and claws got dull.
In this mortal form, I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Sure, I'll play along. Ah.
Enjoy eternal peace.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Watch your head.
Disorderly noise.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
Too slow. I venture forth to hunt. Forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
I hit the mark. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Free will, or was it fate?
Disorderly noise.
I'll overcome the thorns. Serenity is before me. In this mortal form, I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
I venture forth
Noise.
forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable! I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Watch your head. Ah.
Destined for oblivion.
No dirty tricks.
Enjoy eternal peace.
Again?
Hedge your bets. Spend freely. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Disorderly noise.
No dirty tricks, alright?
As expected.
Feeling lucky.
Let the show begin.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
It's on me. Watch your head.
Night. Stars echo.
Oh, echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me. To the stars!
Another journey begins. Destiny. Oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. You need to get stronger. I venture for triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
They are part of the melody.
No dirty tricks, alright. Watch your head. I hit the mark.
Show me what you can do.
The
I'll
dice
give
have
you
been
5
cast.
seconds.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
The fearless will not fear. I venture forth to hunt forever. Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
No dirt. Watch your head. Again.
Sink into a dream.
All in.
Disorderly noise.
Destiny for oblivion. Sure, I'll play along. It's on me. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Disorderly noise.
Fangs and claws got dull.
May song bring us victory. Resonate all together. Tonight, stars echo.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
Disorderly noise.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Watch your head.
Enjoy eternal peace.
No dirty tricks. Again. All in.
Disorderly noise.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate!
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
That won't do.
Sure, I'll play along.
Time has come. Let it be revealed.
Is it inevitable for me?
Harmony and unison.
I venture forth forever. Victory is inevitable!
Again?
Uphold the true, and you will.
Watch your head. Hedge your bets. It's on me. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. All in.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
I venture forth triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
The noise is fading.
No dirty
Stars echo.
Never hesitate!
Disorderly noise.
Still waters from
Lost it all.
As expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.